A few days ago, I reported that it was because Tinubu interfered, that is our first lady, the wife of the president. It was because she interfered. That was why Obasa hasn't been arrested yet by EFCC. Because immediately this matter happened, there were reports that EFCC were getting up, to arrest Obasa. But because they did not get a signal, they did not get a final signal from the president to go ahead with the arrest, they couldn't proceed. And that is where it ended. But now, it is quite shocking to find out that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is asking the lawmakers to reinstate Obasa. Like how? The internet has gone agog. People have been surprised, shocked. Surprise is even an understatement because like how? From where to where? Somebody that has been accused of corruption, somebody who is accused of spending money on his girlfriends, a womanizer. There are so many crimes I cannot even finish counting. Apart from the fact that, he's also been accused of disrespecting the governor of the state. This is a slap on Sanwo-Olu's face. This is a slap on the lawmakers' face for the president to now ask the lawmakers to reinstate Obasa. It's quite surprising and shocking. And it also says a lot about Tinubu because it means that Tinubu is philandering and is in support of corruption. Before we delve right into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Please go ahead and click on the subscribe button down below. Like this video. Also leave your opinions in the comment section below as well. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has opened pressure on members of the Lagos State House of Assembly to allow the return of Mudashiru Obasa as Speaker. People familiar with the development have told People's Gazette 3 weeks after an impeachment that sent shockwaves through the nation's commercial center. The Nigerian leader said this weekend that lawmakers should be prepared to let Mr. Obasa return because the political price for his removal could potentially outweigh the benefits of punishing his excesses, which bordered largely on corruption and abuse of office. Two people said all but 2 of a 40-member legislature are members of a ruling All Progressive Congress. The president has sent instruction that we should start preparing to let him come back. A senior Lagos politician who participated in a series of meetings this weekend said the president said Obasa will spend only a short time before resigning on his terms. We have agreed to let him come back to give him a soft landing that he told us he deserved because of the serious political consequences of allowing his matter to endure. The politician said anonymously to discuss the miniature of internal political deliberations. I would do it differently if you asked me to be the ultimate decision maker in this matter. You guys remember that last week, Wednesday, it was reported that the GAC and Obasa were to meet with the president. And I know that, this report that we are hearing is as a result of that meeting that was held. Moving on. However, some lawmakers said his return would be difficult for those who participated in his impeachment, especially those who circulated copies of a Gazette story that preceded it. We are afraid that bringing him back will be like trying to pacify a snake after its head was severed, a source said. Its venom will be super deadly. Another senior political operative in Lagos told the Gazette the president had summoned a meeting in Abuja on Monday where those not already on board would be exalted. Many of us have agreed that he should be allowed to return because we can only see the beginning of this fight, but not how it may end. The politician said the meeting is scheduled for Monday, and some of us still in Lagos are already preparing to leave for Abuja. On January 13, Mr. Obasa was removed as Speaker after lawmakers learned through the Gazette reporting that he had looted billions in procurement allocations for vehicles and other items they didn't receive. Last but Mojisola Miranda was immediately named as his replacement. However, officials said she has seemingly allowed Mr. Obasa to intimidate her in her new role, even though she had the backing of at least 32 out of the state's 40 legislatures. Since January 13, when Ms. Miranda was inaugurated as Speaker, she has not been allowed to move into the official residence along Joe Ogunaike Ikeja GRA. The Gazette was told that Mr. Obasa, who was in the United States during his impeachment, went directly to the Speaker's lounge when he landed in Abuja from Atlanta and later triumphantly returned to Lagos. Upon his return, he denounced his impeachment as illegal and vowed to remain in office. He said he should let him enter the official lounge to remove his personal belongings, a source said, but he has refused to vacate the place, and Madam Speaker has been too afraid to take over from him. It was unclear what influence Remi Tinubu had on her husband's decision to push lawmakers to reinstate Mr. Obasa. This came days after the Gazette reported that the First Lady stopped the anti-corruption agency, EFCC, from arresting the embattled politician. However, she said an investigation into his use of public funds in Lagos may proceed. Mr. Tinubu's move to reinstate Mr. Obasa should expand features within the Lagos political circles, but the president's grip on the state's politics meant no lawmaker would risk being seen as reluctant to follow his directive. A source said, "Look, some lawmakers are very angry that the president decided to humiliate them like this," a source said, but they don't want to lead any resistance against the president, who is also the party's leader. The presidential spokesman told the Gazette on Sunday morning that he was unaware of a president's directive to Lagos lawmakers. Obasa and Miranda declined to comment on Sunday morning. The Gazette also learned that Mr. Obasa met Governor Jide Sanwo-Olu in Marina on Saturday to finalize his return as Speaker, which may come as soon as next week. An aide to the governor confirmed the meeting without elaborating. What are your thoughts? Let's have them in the comments section below. Just because of re-election, just because of 2027 re-election, Tinubu is sacrificing the integrity of Nigeria. Tinubu is sacrificing everything that is seen to make sure that Obasa returns to office. You can imagine that. You can imagine. If you have not seen that video, please go and check it out, where I reported that Remi Tinubu had to intervene to make sure that EFCC does not proceed to arrest Obasa. I also reported that, they thought about the significance, because in the last election, according to Labour Party, won Ali Mosho local government, Agege, where Obasa is, very, very influential in. And they are looking towards 2027 and saying that this is the only person that can help them win back that area, saying that Labour Party, beats Tinubu in those areas. So they are saying that there is no way his removal is going to benefit them in any way. The only thing they can do is return him back to office just because of re-election. They feel like if Obasa is removed, they are going to still lose come 2027. Now, this is reinforcing the fact that Obasa, like I reported, is very influential in Lagos State, without even knowing himself. He's very important in the political circle and very influential when it comes to politics, even more than Sanwo-Olu, more than his deputy Hamzat. They opened their eyes like this, and allowed him to take over. If care is not taken, he's going to still win the next election in Lagos State come 2027, because they have given him their strength. Those people, I think they are like gentlemen. Their approach to life is very soft. Allow things to go smoothly and all of that. And they opened their eyes like this. Obasa took control of most parts of Lagos, where they should be the one in charge. Let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. My opinion is that it will be so embarrassing if Obasa is reinstated to office, and Miranda and those lawmakers who decided to impeach him, apart from the 6 lawmakers who did not vote in support of his impeachment, it will be like a snake that you did not cut off the head that you thought you killed. The coming back, the venom, the venom that Obasa is going to bring. These lawmakers are not ready. But what do I know? You guys, let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching, guys. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.